Welcome to How Machines Learn Part 2. So now we know that how machines learn, right? Either through supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. And in the last session, we have covered how supervised learning works. Now in this session, we are going to talk about unsupervised learning. So let's again say a hi to Mimi, or the 2-year-old kid who's helping us understand machine learning in the simplest fashion. Now assume one day you give Mimi a bunch of candies, chocolates and more, and then tell her before eating them she needs to separate them out in groups. Note, Mimi is a 2-year-old kid who does not know what's a chocolate and what is a candy. So Mimi goes back and then comes to you after almost half an hour and then shows you that she has separated out the sweets into two groups, right? And when you ask her on the basis of what have you separated these sweets into groups, she says on the basis of color. So this group color is brown and this group color is blue. You say great and ask her to give it another try and further separate out these sweets. Mimi is confused. She again goes back and then turns and comes back to you again after an half an hour, and she has now divided these or separated out these sweets into four categories: one, two, three, and four. I would not call them categories but four clusters to be more technically correct, right? And when you ask her that what is the reason that she has separated out uh, the sweets into these categories, she says, okay, the color was brown, the shape was rounded. For this, the color was brown, the shape was square. For this cluster, she says the color was blue, the shape was round. And for this one, she says the color is blue and the shape is squarish, right? uh, Now you need to understand that Mimi was not given any instructions by you, but she still was able to categorize or cluster these sweets, and this is exactly by definition to what is unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning looks for previously undetected patterns in dataset with no pre-existing labels and with a minimum of human supervision. Let's look on how unsupervised learning is used in real-world business applications. Assume you are the owner of Ztail.com, an online fashion e-commerce player who has been operational for more than 2 years. You have a strong customer base of 1 million customers who have been actively purchasing on your website. Now, as the owner of Ztail.com, you understand the value of loyal customers. So that is why you want to offer them highly personalized experience and also roll out a loyalty program. To roll out your loyalty program, you may first want to look at your customers and identify which are your most valuable customers. So for simplicity purpose, what I've done is from a data set of 1 million customers, I have carved out a data set of 100,000 most valuable customers on the basis of that the customer who has bought more than 3 times in a year on my website, I call it as a valuable customer. Alright, so if we zoom in into our most valuable customer data set, we will realize that we have a lot of information about them in terms of their name, location, gender, maybe age, browsing history, purchasing history, and a lot many data points. And if I conservatively put it, maybe around 100 million data points I have. Now the question is that I need to give personalized experience to all my valuable customers at scale, right? To do that, I will be required to segment my 100,000 customer base into segments like segment A, B, C, D, E. so that I can give them personalized experience. So doesn't this problem to you look like a problem which Mimi also had to solve, right? Where she was given a lot of sweets, right, and was asked to divide or separate these sweets into multiple segments, to which what Mimi did was that she divided all these sweets on the basis of color and shape. Heading back to our main problem of segmenting this 100,000 most valuable customer data set, right? So how do we do it, and what should we do? In the simple terms, what a data scientist for that matter would do would take this data points, feed it to an unsupervised machine learning algorithm, which would eventually give these kind of cluster outputs, right? So this is cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3, and then you have your names and the colors associated with the clusters here. Eventually, when you would look at a much bird's eye view level, you will realize that unsupervised learning will help you segment your data set into smaller segments on the basis of either income, location, time on site, or age, or any other factor, or maybe a combination of income and location, or a combination of time on site and age. And as the owner or as the product manager of that website, right, you need to understand that how would you target your segment and which segment needs to be targeted. So now I believe you must have gained a better understanding of what is unsupervised learning and how it is applied in real world applications. In the next session, we will be covering reinforcement learning. Thank you.